Okay, notes on fourth string is where we left off. Green. So we have a low D now and a high D. Then you have a low E, fret 2 of fourth string, and the high E, first string. Third fret F, fourth string, first fret, first string F. Those are called octaves, and we talked about octaves a couple of pages back. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Every note does that. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. 8. Oct. An octopus has 8 legs. An octave is 8 notes. So now you have octave D, E, F. Oh, sorry. I make mistakes too. G. And eventually you'll get them all, right? You'll even have 3 E's because you're and 3 F's and 3 G's because this is also E. So one of the things to be playing is to know your notes here, which you do very well. D, E, F, open third string G, second fret A, open second string pink B, C, D, E, F, and G. And again, you're using highlights because I can't get the book out. I should have pulled the book out first. Okay, because when you get to that last song, you're really dividing. So sixth string, fourth string, first string, second string, third string. You're going to get all of them. And then you can see where that note in between the two highlighted notes, first string, second string, that note's on second string. Above the new highlight, first string. Below, but above that highlight, in between, so it belongs to third string. And that's why we're highlighting. Otherwise, it can be extraordinarily confusing. I'm trying to find one, here we go, that isn't highlighted. So now it's a little harder to figure out what string we're looking for. Sorry, there we go. All right, it got a little weird there for a second. So what I want to do is I'm going to give you an example. Page 16, I'm going to play Worried Man Blues, and then we're going to look at page, I believe it's page 20. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, okay. Worried Man Blues, 1, 2, 3. And looking at it, you can hear those pauses, and those pauses, you're starting with quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4, dotted, half notes, so 3 beats, and there's your pause. And you get them everywhere. So then we're into quarter, half, dotted. And then at the bottom, half note, half note, half note, quarter, 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 dotted. So that very last line, you have those pause, pause. As again, get it in the camera, pause, 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 no pausing, quarter notes. All right, jumping ahead, page 20. Much scratch face first. Okay, there we go. A classic, Amazing Grace. Here we have a tie, tying 2 notes together, whole note, beats. tied to the quarter note with the beat number. Half note tied to another half note. Quarter note tied to a quarter note. Now I'm going to read that gray box. A curved line which connects two notes of the same pitch is called a tie. The first note is struck and held for the value of both notes. So if you have a half note and you tie it to a half note, it's worth a total of 4, right? If you have a quarter tied to a quarter, then it becomes a total of 2. And you need those, especially when you have that note ring through the measure line. The measure line rings through. So you think of a song, Happy Birthday to You. There you go, right there. That could be tying through to the next line. So I'm going to give you the example in number 42. So you're just letting it ring for the value of both notes and a tie note. Now, it says of the same value because the same curved line of two different notes called the slur. When it's the same note, you're linking them together, you're tying them together, and you're holding it for the whole time. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Thank you.